Good evening, Lauren. Thank you for coming on Sports Talk with C. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing better. I'm trying to get back to the normalcy. I'm in recovery right now, but I'm doing good. So tell us who you are and where you're from.
My name is Lauren Edwards. I'm on the Providence Women's Basketball team, and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. So tell me, what was the basketball culture growing up there?
It was competitive. I grew up with two older brothers that played sports, and both of them played basketball, but one went to actually Air Force Academy for basketball. So within my family, it's been really competitive, and sports have always been within the family. So I knew I wanted to go to college for either basketball or track, and end up being basketball. And around my area, basketball was very competitive, and in my class and the classes above me there was a lot of girls or women that went collegiate. So
Oh, that's what's up. So you said that your brothers were, very competitive and basketball is inside your family. So was that the main reason you picked up a basketball, or was it because of some type of other influence?
I would say mainly my brothers, just because they were always playing in our driveway,
Okay.
and always wanted to play and join with them. And I like the competitive side of it, which really got me where I am today.
Okay, that's what's up. So playing with your brothers, what would you say, besides the competitive part, what was something that you learned from them that you took with you throughout your basketball career thus far?
I want to say determination. I
Ooh.
always wanted to beat them, and they didn't let me win either. I think that's another thing. Like, it wasn't like, hey, like they let me win just because I was smaller, younger. I'm the younger sister. No, it was like they wouldn't take it lightly on me, which made me like want to beat them even more. I mean, my one brother has a scar on his arm from me scratching him during a game. He still has it to this day because that's how bad I wanted to win.
Oh, that's good. My brother played basketball too, but I'm not playing basketball. I just love to talk about it, ask questions about it, give my 2 cents about it. But playing wise, it's too much contact for me.
Yeah.
But I like that you said determination, because I feel like if you're not determined into learning, into winning, into playing, it's really not gonna, show on the court.
Mhm.
Um, and you're a little spicy little one when I do see you actually play. So what was it like in high school? I seen that you also ran track. So how did that help you transition? Like, how has running track, excuse me, been a benefit to you playing basketball?
I feel like like track's kind of different than basketball in the way of like when running and sprinting, it's kind of just all you. So it's
Okay.
kind of a mental thing for me when I was running track. So that kind of helped me transition with basketball and like calming myself down, making sure like, you got this kind of thing. And obviously the conditioning part, like I love running. I mean, basketball's all running. So I think that really helped me as well. Like keeping in my conditioning and keeping in shape.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
and I just feel like it's more of like a mindset thing because
Mm.
like in track, it's like you have one race. I mean, you might have more than one, but that's just one race, the 20 seconds that you're in that, and that's all you got to like give it what you have. And like in basketball games, I give what all I can have in the moments I'm in the game.
Yes, you definitely do. I would say in a couple of games you were like the spark off the bench, so I definitely understand that. So what was your best college basketball moment?
I want to say in undergrad at
Okay.
Loyola, when I played at
Hmm.
Loyola, my senior year, it was our senior night game, and it wasn't a half court shot to win the game, but it was before halftime, and I made a half court shot, which was like
Ooh, check you
it was
out.
crazy just for like, not many people do that. So it was like one of those moments where like it was I just came back from a knee injury too. So I was like, this is like, one of those moments I kind of needed just to get me going in a way and know that I can do this and come back from whatever set me back for a little bit.
For sure. So is this shot, was that something you constantly practice, or was it just like, I'm gonna shoot it and see if it goes in?
Kind of one of those. And in practice, like everyone does them. Like we
Right,
used to do them all the time, just like, just to have fun. Like let's just do a half court shot. But in reality, like they do happen in games. Like people like realize, like, yeah, this actually happens and you can make them if you
right.
keep working at it.
So I know a lot of times, picking schools or making sure you go to the right college or university that's good for you, not only in basketball, but outside of basketball as well. So what was your decision in picking Loyola College?
So my grandfather actually had TV stations in Baltimore, so I kind of not grew up there, but we went there a lot when I was younger, so I was kind of familiar with the area and the city. So when I went to visit, I went to a smaller high school, like my high school wasn't huge.
Mm,
And when I went to Loyola, it kind of felt that way. And
okay.
so when I stepped on campus, the team was great. Like they made me feel like I was already part of the team. The campus wasn't huge, it was small. Gives you kind of like that like small but family vibe.
Hmm.
Um and I don't know, I just felt like like that was the place I was supposed to be, and like I had a really good relationship with my head coach. So I just felt like that was the place.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm glad because, sometimes I've heard some stories that they picked the wrong school and they're sold a dream. So it's always pleasant to hear when someone says that they felt like their college was for them. But I want to just bring it back a little bit because you had stated, your knee injury.
Mhm.
And I just want to know what kept you going while in recovery. Because I know a lot of times that can either break you or keep you to keep going to get back to the court. So what it was some of your reasons how you worked through your injury besides like rehab and all that?
I just wanted to play. Like me and one of my teammates, she's my best friend till this day. We came in as freshmen, just me and her. I redshirted my freshman year. She redshirted her sophomore year. Junior year was our COVID year. So we honestly didn't really get to play together
Okay.
until our senior year. And it was one of those things. It was like I want to play again. I want to play with the teammates. I didn't know if I was staying another year or not. Like this was my last year here at Loyola, and so I didn't want to end my year off like with an injury at all.
Okay.
Like I didn't want to leave like what I can, like what on the court as just an injury. Like I wanted to come back, make an impact, see what I can do, show others what I can do. Um, and that was it. Like I just wanted to be back on the court so bad. Especially playing my senior year with the people I started with.
That's what's up. I'm glad that you were able to actually come back and do that. And you also said something about, having a really good relationship with your coach. Can you just speak to how that relationship has made it easier to play for your that team at the time?
Yeah, he felt like, like a father away from home. Like we
Okay.
were we were really close. Like we could have conversations where we could just talk to each other about anything off court, on the court. If we had any like ideas, like he respected what we saw on the court as well. Which I think really helped through my 3 years that he was with us. Um, I mean, he was one of the reasons why I picked Loyola as well. And I think that relationship was huge in how I played and how I played there.
Okay. Well, you said, how did you play? So, what do you mean by that? Is it like he influenced you and the way you play the game, or just if you could elaborate on
I would say like, going from high school to college, it's a huge transition.
that? Hmm.
And I will never forget when I first my first ever practice at Loyola, I basically made our team do bear crawls because I could not make a free throw. It was so bad. It was like the worst experience of my life. I'm like, these my teammates are gonna hate me. I'm like, they already hate me first day. I'm making the team do bear crawls.
First
And
practice, that has to
first
be
practice every
history.
summer. Don't know them. Like it was just like, this is great. This is my first day. But I'm happy he did that because I think it really made me like prove myself and be like, this isn't
Hmm.
me. This is not how I am. And he, even on the court, like I could play like freely, like play. how I want to play. Like no restrictions, literally just what I can do, you know. Of course I get yelled at. No, don't get me wrong, I got yelled at. I made mistakes, I got yelled at, but there was that relationship where we can like talk about it and it'd be fine.
That's what's up. That's good to hear. I mean, I don't think I could deal with, the yelling, and my attitude wouldn't allow me to do it. And I'm not really good with, authority, or so I already like, no matter how good of a coach you want, I love basketball, but from a standpoint of doing something like this, not actually
Mhm.
playing. So I knew that even if I wanted to, I went to basketball camps and stuff. I knew like, nah, I'm straight. I'm not dealing with someone yelling at me, so I'm gonna walk out. That is not for me. But what is something that you took from Loyola and either brought it with you to PC? And also, what was your decision to play that grad student year?
Yeah, I think especially like what I brought was like leadership and like my communication
Okay, good.
from Loyola to here. I mean, after I graduated, I didn't really know if I wanted to play or not again, just because I dealt with injuries all 4 years. And I honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I kept going back and forth. I just knew I wanted to stay within basketball.
Okay.
So I think coming back and playing again was kind of like my shot to, because I did regret it a little bit when I became a GA and I saw everyone playing. Like when I was watching the team playing on the side, I was like, oh my God, like I miss this a lot. So this was like my like extra year that like I got the opportunity to take, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking it. Like not many
That's what's
people,
up.
not many people, well, not really anyone gets the opportunity to play again, especially taking a year and a half off. Like, it's very rare to be able to have the extra eligibility to do so. So that was definitely the route I wanted to do. And I think with my communication and leadership from Loyola, it kind of helps me on the court with the team now. So I, it's been very helpful, and with especially the transition of becoming a GA to a player, which has been very helpful.
Okay, so you said GA, right?
Yes.
What is something that I know you said it helped you, but what is something that helped you, like being a GA and then it transition coming back?
I think being on scout team, honestly, like keep
Mm,
playing. Like I wasn't just like not playing, like I wasn't just like sitting on the side doing whatever. I was on scout team too. So I think playing against them really helped the transition because I mean going basically I was in shape. So if I wasn't in shape, I think it would have been really hard to go from not in shape to in shape.
right.
Um, but still playing within the game and
Mhm.
still shooting and everything, I think that really helped my transition.
Ooh, that's what's up. I feel like I missed my chance because I waited 10 years after I graduated college to go back and do what I really love. So hearing people be grad assistants and doing what they, love to do, is like, it's never late, but it's like, I wish
Yeah.
I started this, 10 years ago. Maybe
Yeah.
it would be a different, but it's always about the journey and, the dedication you put into your journey and whatever way that you want to go. So, you said you battled a lot of injuries. What is some advice you would give to someone when they have an injury and they came to you asking you how to get through it, or what's the best way to keep motivated? What would you say?
I would say keep going. God has a plan. Like I always believe that God has a plan for everyone, and that's what helped me. Like, everything kind of happens for a reason, and
Mhm.
whatever path He has, He knows I'll get through. So whatever He's put me through, whatever injury, anything, He knows I'll get through it, and He knows I will push through it. So instead of dwelling on it and being like, oh, like this sucks, I can do that in the moment, but like it's making me stronger. It's making me stronger physically, mentally, everything. So even though the injury sucks in that moment, God has a greater plan for me in my future and for whoever else in their future. And I've seen where like some injuries like can make you better because you are working on your mental state and your physical state and everything of that works, and then you come back even greater.
Well, thank you for those kind words. So, listeners, if you're going through any type of injury, you heard what Laryn said, and just keep going, never give up on anything that you want to do. If you could describe your game and at Loyola in one word, your senior year when you came back and played, what would it be?
I kind of want to go back to the
Determined.
determination
Okay.
because I think coming back, I was determined to make an impact in any way I could. Even if I didn't score a lot, like even if I didn't even score, as long as I made an impact defensively, offensively, anything, I was, pretty content with how I was playing in that moment. Um, I just wanted to leave a mark on the school and all my teammates before I left.
Well, the half court shot definitely did. So, what is in the future for Lauren? Do you want to continue with basketball? Do you want to work in the field? What's in your future?
So I'm looking into coaching. So
Ooh,
I got into it's called the So You Want to Be a Coach program. It's in the Final Four in Cleveland this year. So I'm gonna go to that, but I'm looking to be an assistant coach and work my way up.
oh, that is what's up. Why do you want to be a coach?
I mean, let alone I love the game, but I've always wanted to like be able to give back,
Okay.
especially on the court. And I love doing like drills and everything with the team and being able to teach them, but also learn from them as well.
Mm,
But also learn from everyone around me. And I think that's what helped me as a GA. I learned
okay.
a lot, even between both staffs I worked for, learning a lot of stuff that I didn't know as a player. And then once you become a coach, it's totally different. And I just I love doing it. I think it's fun for me, and I like to see where how the players grow. And being a player now, it's like really cool to see how my teammates are growing, and it's a different side because I went from coaching to player,
Hmm.
so I can see a different perspective and that.
Well, well, that's dope. Well, congratulations and all that. And I wish you nothing but success in the future with coaching. And hopefully I get to see you coach one day, maybe in the NCC and the Big East and the SEC, wherever you wish to desire to coach. But let's get to the fun part. If you had 24 hours to work out with anybody, basketball, coaching, whoever, past, future, who would it be?
It doesn't have to be basketball.
It doesn't have to be basketball. Anything to make your craft better. Who would it be?
Serena Williams.
Ooh, and tell me why Serena Williams.
I love tennis, but like her determination, being a mother, still playing like all that stuff, and I feel like she has that mindset that I would want to learn from. Um, and she's one of the greatest athletes of all time. And she honestly, I love watching her play. And I just want to like talk to her for like a good 24 hours and like we'll just listen to her and how she gets through moments and all this stuff. So definitely her.
That is fine. No one's ever said that. And, it's still Women's, month. And I love the fact that you said that because she is great at everything she did and continue to do. As far as like, being an example, a role model, setting the standard to be what it's like to be great. So that is absolutely amazing. And I hope you get that, wish of actually speaking to her. If the game was on the line, would you want to win the game on the offensive end or the defensive end?
I want to do defensive end.
Ooh, yes, I love it. Talk to me. What would you do? Block the shot, steal the ball, take a charge. What would you do?
I would I would steal it. I think that would be the best one would be stealing. I mean, that happened to us this year against Rhode Island. We
Yes.
ended up winning the game, but I tripped. But I mean, I think that me tripping was a distraction of her missing the shot. So
Any way you make it happen,
but
right?
we won and we got the defensive stop and we won. So that's all that matters.
And exactly. As long as you get the dub, that's all that matters. Okay. And what is your basketball movies?
My five top.
Mm-hmm.
My five top. I love loving basketball. I can watch it all the time. Definitely Coach Carter.
Ooh,
That's a
that's a
really
good
good one.
one. That's a good one.
I would say Space Jam. Space Jam
The,
is a
the
good one.
original, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
watch it all the time as a kid. I'm trying to think. Wow, so those are like my main three basketball movies. Let me try to think of anyone else. I mean, I like the Michael Jordan like documentary series.
Hmm.
That was actually really interesting. I mean, no, it's not like a movie, but that series was actually pretty good.
Okay. One more.
Am I missing? I'm trying to think. I'm really bad at names. I'm trying to
There's
think of one. I feel
Above the Rim, Blue Chips, The Six Man, White Man Can't Jump. What
that's
other?
actually a good movie. Didn't they make another one of that?
Yeah, that I didn't.
No, yeah, but the first one's good. No, yeah, yeah, the first one's
The
good.
first
I
one's
definitely saw
better.
this. I heard about the
The
second one.
second,
I
well,
watched.
Jack Harlow. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
right, but I feel like some movies that you just can't remake. And I feel
Yeah,
like White Man
that's
Can't Jump was such a classic that you should have never made that movie, just like Space Jam. I love LeBron, but the second movie should have never happened. Some movies
yeah,
I did, you know? And last
yeah.
but not least, who is going to win the national title this year?
South Carolina.
Hey, I know that's right. That's who I got going to. I
Yeah.
definitely, I want it to be USC in South Carolina. That's who I really want
Yeah.
it to be. But we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I think I have either South Carolina and Iowa or South Carolina UCLA.
Ooh, yeah. And
I'm rooting for
I was
UCLA.
really stuck between how far UCLA would go.
Hmm.
So I was just like, I gotta go with USC, especially after the way they won the championship without Juju really scoring. So I'm ready to
Yeah.
see what she does in the
Yeah.
tournament. So, well, thank you, Laryn, for coming on and telling your
No
journey, basketball
problem.
journey with me. And like I said, good luck and coaching. Good luck and everything that you endeavor after, playing basketball in your collegiate era. And again, thank you for coming on Sports Talk with C.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.